Hello everyone, I'm making a YouTube video. I'm kind of getting into this transsexual race a little bit, of how people are coming out now and they're kind of giving their stories. I've been reluctant to do so for some time because I've tried to keep this part of my life personal and not go public with it. Reason I'm doing it is I'm seeing a flux of transsexual suicides. I'm seeing a flux of people that are having kids come out. I'm seeing a lot of people that's having positive and negative energy going around about this sort of thing, and I figured my story may help, it may not help, but it can't hurt trying to at least get it out there. So this is kind of an introduction video to kind of give you a little bit about my life, about where I'm at right now, how this started. I'll probably go phase by phase, but right now I'll just give you more of an introductory video right now. I'm 41 years old. I live in Northern California in the San Francisco Bay Area. I grew up here as a child. I'm divorced. I'm transsexual. I have no kids. I'm employed. I had a job for 14 years as a steel worker. I've got a very masculine background. I'll get into that in later videos, or I might even a little bit later in this video. But what I'm doing is not something that probably hasn't been done before, but not a lot of what I've seen is the destructive forces that take place when a person decides not to transition, when they decide that they're going to overcome it, they're going to beat it, or for whatever reason have fears of not doing it. It's not something that's going to let go of you. For the longest time, I thought that I was going to beat it. In the back of my mind, I knew that wasn't possible, but still, sometimes you got a little glimmer of hope that you think it's going to happen. A big part of you wants to be that person, but a big part of you knows what comes with being with that person, and it can become a little overwhelming, and your mind can do a lot of tricky things to you to make you not able to make that process, make that move. I started at age 29. As you can see, I'm not 29 any longer. I'm 41 years old. I did a lot of destructive things in my life, some willing, some not so willing. I didn't understand what was directing and moving me, but I did a lot of things that really hindered me more than helped me. I'm very stubborn, very strong-willed. My feeling is I could defeat the disorder, and then I come to find out it's really not even a disorder at all. It creates disorders from trying to deal with it, but it's not a disorder in itself. It's a person just actually trying to be themselves. And I'm going to break down in a series of videos of my feelings on it, my opinions. Right or wrong, they're my opinions, they're my feelings. If they help you and you walk away and you take something from it, great. If you don't, well, you learn somebody's perspective. I mean, that's not harm in that at all. So I'll try to articulate it the best I can. I'll try not to jump around. I'm notorious for jumping around. I'll try to take your questions, your answers, and give you answers to the best of my ability. I was in therapy for 12 years. From age 29, I was on hormones from 2003 to 2010. I abandoned the hormones in 2010. I started them up briefly in 2014 and stopped again because I was doing laser hair treatment. As you can see, hair on the arms, things like that. I'm going to go through a series of videos. So if you look on my page, you'll see a series of videos, and I'll describe it, break it down case by case, situation by situation. I find that'll be easier to do, and you can kind of take it from there. So I'm going to stop this now. This is more of an introduction. Like I said, I'm a transsexual. I've let this go too far. I've got it to suicidal levels. Luckily, I'm reining that back in and starting to choose life over death, but I'll get into the suicide phases. I'll get into all that in more videos. Hopefully this helps out. I decided being a sideline player anymore was not what I'm going to be. I'm going to come out in the open. I'm going to show you what I look like right now. You always see the after pictures a lot of time, or somebody on hormones. I'm on no hormones right now. I'm starting the process again, and I'm going to go through the full process, and hopefully I give you guys a glimmer of hope. If somebody looking like me can do this and have a background like I've got, anybody can. So I'm going to narrate this video as the Dark Princess. You're going to understand why. I'm not the Dark Knight, not a Batman. More or less from my background, and I'm just going to narrate it as that, and we're going to go from there to getting into my life, and it'll make more sense as I go. And hopefully this helps you out, and we can go from there. Thank you. for your time, and I'll look forward to talking in the next video and sharing my life.